It's Saturday, June the 20th, out here on track with my good buddy Keith. The racing week got off to a good start on Thursday. Like Alico Castle at Gulfstream pressed the pace to the far turn.
They run to the top of the stretch. Cato Jr. and the veteran Alico Castle on the outside taking over the lead. Fellow veteran, the Jackal, tries to battle back second. Back third as time concerned in front of Keener Veloz fourth. Eighth of a mile to go. Alico Castle has the lead. The Jackal is stubborn and trying to battle back second. Then it's time's concern. Keener Veloz fourth, but the favorite's a winner. Alico Castle striding clear by 2 lengths. Second.
Oh yeah, prime time for the first win of the week. Keith and I came out here to get some containers for the new bathroom he's put together for us. I told him I wanted to watch a race from Indiana Grand. Regally Ready, a former Breeders' Cup winner, was running in a mild turf allowance, but came off the turf. I didn't care. Doubled the bet, stalked the pace to the stretch. Two wins before the racing even started. So in the first race on the card today, we were at Churchill Downs over a sloppy track. I like number 5, Prosecution, right to the front.
Prosecution, 2 more furlongs to go. Tulare Castle, the whip is out. Second on the outside, Prosecution set down for the stretch drive, digging in and holding on. Tulare Castle trying to get by, still second. Copus is third. High Roller Davis fourth. Furlong to go. Prosecution holding on. Tulare Castle keeps on fighting. Game is Tulare Castle, but second on the list. They come to the wire. Prosecution from start to finish.
And we had our first win of the day. Right back moments later, it was the opener at Gulfstream. All About Diva, number 5. It set the pace last time in a turf sprint, but it weakened late under an apprentice rider. Today got an upgrade to Edgar Zayas, right to the front.
And they run to the top of the stretch. All About Diva, Kearns first after 21-4 opening quarter time. Excellent Prospect comes to call on the outside. MySpace Cowboys up the inside. Down the outside, late run from Dixie Conqueror.
That's 2 today. The third at Gulfstream was the barely even handicap. I've been chasing little Alexis all season. She made her 2015 debut. Her connections said they were trying to get back to the Breeders' Cup where she ran last year and disappointed. But she disappointed here in all 3 tries. Today she stretched out to Oman. I thought maybe, just maybe, today would be the day. She was 2-1. Caught the 6-5 leader at the top of the lane. They dueled to
on the inside, Best Behavior tackled by Little Alexis up on the outside. These two set to square off in a stretch rivalry, and they're at the top of the stretch. They move to the 8th pole now, and toward the inside, it's Best Behavior. Toward the outside, Little Alexis, nip and tuck with an 1/8 of a mile to go. 7 in front of Lemon Lashes.
Come on, 2, baby, 2. 3 wins today. The third at Delaware was a 5.5 furlong maiden claimer. I like this horse because trainer McLean Robertson winning at an outstanding 41% at Delaware. Fabulous Frolic, number 3, was chasing a lone speed. It was open by daylight, but as they turned for home, she started to cut into the lead. Caught her in mid-stretch.
The favorite, Fashionable Frolic, who's gaining steadily on the outside as they turn for home. Settle in 10. The lead is shortening to a left. Here comes Fashionable Frolic rolling up alongside. 16th to go. Settle in 10th. Fashionable Frolic goes on by. And it's Fashionable Frolic. Another win for the Mac Robertson barn. They're in Fuego. Wins it by about 11 to 3.
In number 4. Switch channels to Belmont. Charming Kitten, number 2, making her move at the top of the lane.
In T by 2 on Bridled Command. Charming Kitten to the outside. Down toward the inside. Comes under control. And here comes Unbridled Ocean on the far outside. They're into the final 16th. Charming Kitten has taken the lead. Charming Kitten in front. Outside Unbridled Ocean on the rail. It's under control. It's Charming Kitten.
Tripled the bet on Charming Kitten. That's 5 wins so far. The 5th at Gulfstream was a maiden claimer. Turf sprint, I like number 1, Rose Gracelia. Of the 75 races run by her rivals today, none of them had hit the 60 mark, and she'd hit it 3 times in her last 3. Crowd bet her down to 4-5. She took the lead into the stretch.
They're at the top of the stretch with the lead. It's still in a moment's notice, but here's Rose Graciela on the outside. Rose Graciela under a full head of steam after 3/4 and 11 flat. She takes the lead.
Get him, baby! Get him! Get him! Rose Graciela! Holds on! Photo finish! Here's my 6th win of the day, Rose Graciela at Gulfstream. A few minutes later, it was time for my bet of the day, the 3rd from Arlington, an allowance race, and I like number 3, Her Eminency. This is scheduled for the turf. The last time she'd been seen was winning a stakes race out west, but she'd also won on the main track, so I didn't care which surface. It was rain in Chicago. They went to the main track. She through the turn, had plenty of horse, blocked behind 4 horses, up the rail, stretch duel.
It's voluptuous. Tap and Fire swooping down. And Cherry's the whiteout, has the red cap. From the inside, Her Eminency now. Splits rivals. Sydney Lockers drop back. Ted Slightly tailed off. Final furlong. It is Tap and Fire in its final 16th battle with Her Eminency. Driven up the fence. Her Eminency, Tap and Fire. It's a bobber. Tap and Fire, Her Eminency. Her Eminency with 42.
Photo finish again. The 3rd at Arlington. Number 3, Her Eminency. 40 to win, the bet of the day. Oh yeah, 40 to win, my 7th win of the day. The 6th at Delaware was the first stakes win on my selection sheet. It was the Stanton. I like number 6, Donworth. I'd seen him run at Pimlico, and he looked like he had this field over a barrel. He was 4-5 as they went into the gate, 1-5 as he made his move on the turn.
As they move around the bend, and now McCarthy lets out a notch on Donworth, and he responds. He leads it by a length. Scattered. Now Duke Withale off the rail, trying to put in the run. Followed by Tis My Valentine. Far back to Fantasize. Quarter to go. McCarthy is still sitting chilly in the saddle on this good-looking 3-year-old Donworth as they turn for home. Duke Withale trying to run that one down. Has his work cut out. Tis My Valentine next to the line. It's still a hand ride for Donworth. And McCarthy is sitting chilly, still in the saddle. This is a very impressive, good-looking son of Tis Now. Donworth whopping the victory in the Stanton. In hand in the final furlong, wins it by about.
Ran away, equaling the stakes record for my 8th win of the day. The 9th at Churchill Downs was a non-winners 1, and I like number 7, Conquest Eclipse. Last spring he ran in 3 straight grade 1s, topping it off with the Breeders' Cup run, making his comeback today. He went off at a prohibitive 1-5, made his move and opened up in the stretch.
Is coming from the back of the pack as well, and so too is Pert as they turn for home. All Day Alice cut the corner off the turn. Conquest Eclipse, the whip is out, but Conquest Eclipse is coming on now on the outside. And a Majestic is coming too. And Vandalita, and you should be here in Purr, and a 16th to go. And Conquest Eclipse has gone clear by 2. And Majestic moves into 2nd, running at a time. Conquest Eclipse will get to the
That's win number 9 on the day. The 8th at Belmont was their feature, the grade 3 Bed of Roses. I thought that number 4, Dame Dorothy from the Todd Pletcher stable, who was last seen winning the grade 1 Humana Distaff at Churchill Downs over Breeders' Cup champion Judy the Beauty, would run down New York speedster La Verdad. I looked up on the board, Dame Dorothy was being hammered. Why? La Verdad was out of the race. Dame Dorothy was a perfect 3 for 3 at 7 furlongs. Javier Castellano put her on the lead. Turn for home, stretch duel.
Cruising along up front here through a soft half mile of 47 3/5 seconds. Street Story and Jose Lezcano are going to make her work now, and the 2 of them will turn for home together. Street Story and Dame Dorothy, and they turn it on at the top of the lane. Street Story on the outside, Dame Dorothy down at the rail. They are nose to nose, a furlong to go. Nothing separates them. Dame Dorothy fights on. Street Story on the outside. They're 7 lengths clear of the rest of the field. Dame Dorothy and Street Story come down to the line, and Dame Dorothy did it.
Dame Dorothy wires the grade 3 Bed of Roses. The bet of the day at Belmont. Oh yeah, 10th win of the day in the feature prime time at Belmont. The 9th at Gulfstream was the feature stakes race, the King Kugat Handicap. I like number 2, My Point Exactly, who was last seen in the Grade 3 Penn Mile. Shipped back home, running in a listed stakes, stalked the pace between runners in mid-stretch.
They run to the top of the stretch. My Cowboy yet to be reeled in, comes off the turn with a 1.5 length lead. Comanche Storm works to the far outside with My Point Exactly and Black Martino. 1/8 of a mile to go. My Cowboy digging in on the outside and Black Martino from between them. My Point Exactly.
My Point Exactly! Oh yeah, win number 11 on the day. The 7th at Santa Anita is the first of their 2 stakes races, the Singletary, going a mile on the turf. I like Gary Stevens on board number 6, Soul Driver, 12-1, a long shot pick.
And Cardiac is the leader. Soul Driver is coming with a ferocious rally in the center of the course. And Gary Stevens cuts in loose and they quickly open up 2.5. Zinbar on the inside is only second. They're followed by Sevy's Road, but it's Soul Driver in charge. Powerful in victory, taking the Singletary for fun by about 5.
The 8th at Santa Anita, the Grade 2 Summertime Oaks. I like multiple graded stakes winner Stellar Win. She had trouble in the Kentucky Oaks last time. She fired a sharp bullet. She's certain to be odds on here. She's the class of the field. 2 graded stakes here. Stellar Win to run down the Summertime Oaks.
Quarter of a mile to run. Stellar Win has covered the most real estate on her home track. She's asked to go. Terrace Tango in between them. At the rail, Conquest Girl is an 1/8 of a mile to go. Stellar Win will have to work. Terrace Tango's very tough, getting a Hall of Fame ride. They're nose and nose with a 16th to go. Terrace Tango, Stellar Win. Stellar Win or Terrace Tango. Stellar Win, Terrace Tango. Stellar Win by a no.
It's been a good day out at Gulfstream. It's been a good vacation with Keith here. Sweetie comes home tonight, and in just 2 weeks, we're off to Europe.